The Bad and Bougie era was pretty fun. Remember the times when we'd have that song blasting on our speakers, knowing what the lyrics meant, yet enjoying it a little too much? To be fair, that's Migos' only song that managed to blow up on the charts like that. The trio's made a lot of music since then, but nothing's come close to the hype of Bad and Bougie. But that era's gone now, and we have some news for you. First up, the Migos split. News articles and social media are buzzing with the news that Migos have disbanded after 2/3 of the group launched a new project. And if they haven't broken up yet, this news confirms that a breakup is imminent. And who was left behind in the split? It was Offset, Cardi B's husband. Let's talk about this new drama in depth. And trust us, there's a whole lot of drama unfolding right before our eyes. So Quavo and Takeoff recently dropped the first single from their Unkin Few project in Hotel Lobby, and Offset is nowhere to be seen. With this new track, without the third member of the band that formed Migo, eagle-eyed fans have also noticed that Offset has unfollowed his group mates on social media. It pays to be a stalker of the celebs, no doubt. The last Migos album was 2021's Culture 3, which was the follow-up to the wildly successful Culture 2 back in 2018. In the time that had passed in between Migos records, all three members had successfully established themselves as solo artists. So if they are making this move permanent, perhaps it's not super surprising. Migos may not have many viral songs. Their solo members have gone on to become very famous artists, and it makes sense if they're disbanding. But to leave a member behind, something's got to be fishy. None of the Migos have commented on the state of the group. They've performed together throughout 2022, notably at Kanye West's Donda Experience in Miami and at this year's NBA All-Star Game. Yet, guess what more has happened? Offset's wife, Cardi B, has also unfollowed both Takeoff and Quavo on social media, further fueling rumors of the trio's breakup. Well, if that isn't a supportive partner. Next, the Two Musketeers. Quavo and Takeoff also shared a short trailer for a road trip-like music video as the two are seen, presumably high, arriving at a fancy hotel cul-de-sac as a man's voice narrates all of the substances they allegedly brought along with them on the trip. The single news was also shared on Migos' Instagram page, but almost all the comments were about how there wasn't Offset anywhere near these posts and videos. And when they realized that Cardi B was no longer following her husband's mates, they started to sadly believe that the group was no longer together. It may not be as big a deal as One Direction going on hiatus, but it's still heartbreaking, especially seeing how all three of them are related to each other by blood. But there are still a few things unclear, because Quavo's Instagram bio still reads 1/3 of greatest group in the world, Migos, and all three members' Twitter bio reads similarly as well. Are their social media managers just plain slow, or is this some marketing ploy to get people to talk about them? If that's the case, they've succeeded, because we're talking about them in a YouTube video, and you're watching with interest whether the three will stay together to make more songs or not. If the breakup is real, and we'll no longer see the three together, it shouldn't be cause for alarm because all three of them have been doing remarkably well for themselves. The trio has released albums as solo artists and have been featured on other artists' projects by themselves. They've yet to collaborate for an outside Migos project with each other though, and if they all disband on good terms, even that's a possibility. But knowing that Offset actually has unfollowed his band members, things seem to be real, unfortunately. Next, post-Migos life. But things are looking up for the three of them as last month, meanwhile, Quavo was announced to star in a new action thriller film called Takeover. He can act too. That's not surprising, considering how talented the three of them are, but it's a pretty huge deal for Quavo that he started off as a rapper and is now part of a movie directed by Grave John Conchitis and writer Jeb Stewart, whose other writing credits include the likes of Die Hard and The Fugitive. Let's move on from the trouble brewing in the Migos paradise and focus on what's new happening in the musician's world. And while Offset has been taking time off from the industry and focusing on his wife and kid, he was seen spending time in Mexico with his family and buying bracelets for local kids. Now in other news, Cardi B's struggles with fame. We'll start off with the superstar rapper Cardi B, who's been in the spotlight for many years thanks to her provocative and empowering songs. But this time, the artist decided to get frank with her fans by letting them know how difficult the world of Hollywood is and her struggles after getting famous. Cardi also weighed in on her troubles with fame and fortune in today's digital age. Might sound to you like, oh no, my diamond shoes are too tight and my wallet is too small for my dollar bills. But let's not pass judgment as of yet and see what she had to say. Cardi B wore her heart on her sleeves during a series of Twitter admissions and shed some light on the negatives of having fame and fortune in today's day and age. The WAP creator got candid about everything she's faced since she got famous and referenced the negativity that comes along with all the glamour. She said that even though she's happy, it feels that she was a little happier 2 or 3 years ago when she had less money. Bold claim from someone who has a lot of money. Alright, Cardi, if you don't want yours, pass it a bit here. Before fame and all that followed, she said she had less people who had opinions about her life, and it felt like her life was hers only. Now it feels like she doesn't even own her own life. It's almost as if the world owns her. Can't say we understand what that feels like, but it can't be anything good. Considering how everyone keeps giving their opinions about how she should be living, this doesn't sound like too much of a stretch. For those who don't know, Cardi used to be a stripper before fame knocked on her door, and she hasn't shied away from talking about its impacts on her life since day one. Next, Quavo posts up with John Travolta on the set of his new movie. With rumors that Migos are breaking up, the news, which spread like wildfire once again after their Governor's Ball Festival performance was canceled last weekend, Quavo has proved that he's staying booked and busy no matter what happens with the band. And now, most recently, shared a photo with Pulp Fiction actor John Travolta from the set of a new movie they're working on. Huncho Travolta, he said in the caption of his upload. While the rap star wore an all-gray outfit, his new famous friend paired khaki pants with a navy blue shirt and a brown leather jacket. In the next slide, he showed their on-set chairs with their names written across the back. Flexing on your bandmates, Quavo? The upcoming film, reportedly called Cash Out, is said to be an action thriller bank heist film that finds Quavo engaging in criminal activity. Other behind-the-scenes videos show him chopping it up with other cast and crew members after seemingly filming a scene where they are arrested, with red and blue cop lights flashing behind them. And this isn't the only movie Quavo's working on. As we told you above, Takeover is another project that's in the works. Next, Rihanna's Fenty Beauty arrives in Africa. Not many celebrity fashion and cosmetic brands used to be famous in Africa, but now that it's all the hype, the Barbados Queen Rihanna's cosmetic line Fenty is also widely popular, and now it's launching there. Fenty's planned launch in Africa is perceived as a reaction to the growth of the continent's beauty and personal care industry, which is now valued at over $12 billion. The market value of cosmetics in Africa has increased so much that it's now attracting huge brands who are planning on expanding their target markets in the continent of Africa. It's said that 7 countries, Nigeria, Ethiopia, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Egypt, Tanzania, Kenya, and South Africa, which hold half of the continent's population and 43% of Africans across the continent, will belong to the middle or upper classes by 2030. Changing demographics and improving business environments across the continent will be just 2 of the factors contributing to rising household consumption of beauty products, and guess what? Rihanna's capitalizing on it. That's a wrap for this video. If you have any questions related to Migos split and other celebrity news that we've given you today, let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one. Bye!